Heavy winds created trouble long before severe weather showed up. Mercedes McKay joins us live from North St. Louis County. Mercedes, what are you seeing?
Good morning, Tracy. Well, just on our way here from downtown St. Louis to North County, here we're in the Florissant area. We saw a lot of debris on the highway. We were actually trying to get to a certain neighborhood here in Florissant, but we were stopped right here. Take a look. This is a down power line here. We are on Mondablo Lane and Vale Lane right now in North St. Louis County near Florissant. You can see a down power line from those heavy winds that you were just talking about, Tracy, really hit hard here in North St. Louis County, is completely in front of this road. Now, there is caution tape, but I will tell you guys, we've been out here for about 15 minutes now. There's no cones in this area. So if you live in this area and you're coming up here, it's very, very dark outside. This is treacherous. We've seen a couple people drive through, and just from the sound of it, it kind of sounded like it damaged their car. So please be careful. Again, we're on Mondablo Lane and Valley Lane in North St. Louis County, unincorporated in the Florissant area. And just yesterday, between Spanish Lake and Blackjack, tree branches fell on power lines behind a home, and it started a fire that spread to a few homes. We spoke with one woman who went door to door telling neighbors to get out.
I had came outside because I was taking my grandkids home, and I saw a flame, but I thought that's a lot of smoke. Then the wind blew, and then a whole bunch of fire just went to the next way, and so the houses start catching on fire one by one. All the fire was coming, and so I had to run back in, get my mom and everybody out the house. Then we went back to the next doors, and we were knocking on the doors telling everybody, you guys got to get out, there's a fire.
Rennie and Sydney, this is a scene we're going to see all across North St. Louis County and a lot in our area from these strong winds, power lines down. You know, people tell us all the time with Ameren, do not go near a down power line. So we want people to be really careful out here this morning. Again, we've seen people try to cross this, and that is just not the best thing to do. Please steer clear of these down power lines. Also in Bellefontaine Neighbors yesterday, actually a barbecue pit started a fire as well because the strong winds kind of tossed that barbecue pit around, and it ended up hitting a lot of other homes. So all across our area last night, Rennie and Sydney, we also saw a lot of homes damaged from fire as well. So it's kind of a 1-2 punch. Not only tornado damage and strong wind damage, but also fire damage as well. So everyone, if you're out and about this morning, it's really dark outside, please be safe. I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
All right, thank you, Mercedes. This morning, tens of thousands of people are waking up without their power because of last night's very intense storms.
The high wind speeds, that was really the issue, slamming communities across the bi-state. Our Travis Cummings is joining us live in studio, keeping us posted on what people are experiencing on both sides of the river. Travis, when could they have power again?
Yeah, you know, it really depends on the severity and scope of the outage. Sydney and Rennie, minor incidents like a fallen power line, what Mercedes just showed you, can often be resolved within a few hours, around 2 to 3, but some can take days or even weeks to get resolved. Before we get to the current outage numbers, I do want to show you how we got here. The proof is definitely in the pudding this morning. Let's show you a few of the photos that we got from viewers overnight. This is coming from Amber Boyce in Belleville. Now, it appears to be trees here. You see this, but within those trees falling down, you can also see the power lines that are just disrupted here. You can see some of the residents taking photos there. I do want to go back. This is from Wildwood. This is on Highway T out in the Wildwood area. So we're looking at West County, and you can see it here bent at its root. And so that has caused it to really block the roadway there. So we're going to see a lot of people unable to drive through these areas this morning. Now, I do want to get to some of the outages. So I'm going to take you to poweroutage.us. This is what we're looking at here in Missouri this morning. So all of our jurisdiction is disrupted this morning. Currently, right now, we're looking at, and this is coming directly from Ameren, keep in mind, we're looking at 1.2 million customers tracked with 120,000, a little bit over that, without power this morning, okay? So I want to be more specific and get to our largest hit areas. So let's take it straight to St. Louis County. Right now in St. Louis County, we're looking at just over 477,000 people waking up in the dark this morning. In St. Louis City, 180,000 people waking up in the dark. St. Charles, 148,000. Let's take it to Jefferson County, because that was another hard hit area, 106,000. Now, if we look at Illinois. So on the other side of our coverage area, St. Clair is where most of our viewers are. Let me just get down here. St. Clair, 109,000 people are waking up in the dark this morning. So it is very massive, widespread here. And as we've been telling you, it's important that you stay out of that zone where that line has come down. We actually talked to Ameren ahead of the storm, and here's some advice that they got.
Just stay away from any sort of down lines. If you do have an outage, make sure to get through our Ameren.com or call into Ameren. Let's, make sure the customers can report these outages, and we'll triage these outages as quickly and as safely as we possibly can.
All right, so you can find this map online. You can either go to poweroutage.us or you can go directly to Ameren.com. It's important that you sign up for text alerts, as he just said. And importantly, if you see a down line in your backyard this morning, do not walk up on that line. You do not want to get caught up in that. The best thing to do is call Ameren, and they'll dispatch a crew as quickly and safely as they can. And as the sun comes up, you're going to see more of the damage. Tracy Henson said, she didn't see a bunch until she actually started to make her way on that road. So we want to see what you're experiencing this morning. Just text your pictures and videos to 314-425-5355. Rennie, Sydney.
Thank you, Travis. Another thing to keep in mind is to make sure you have shoes on when you go outside.
Absolutely.
So much debris out there. Right now, St. Louis police are warning drivers of high water along our city streets.
In the last couple of hours, they've gotten multiple reports of drivers getting trapped in those waters. Take a look at this video that we shot early this morning. You can see what's going on with the responders there. Lights on, emergencies on, as one car is off to the shoulder of the road. Remember, it is never safe to drive across a flooded road, and you see those often underneath those overpasses. Police are definitely reminding you this morning of the motto we always say: turn around, don't drown.
We've got a large area that's been affected. We've had several rescues in this general area.